Welcome back to the Fire Emblem Fates Conquest blind run. Last time, some pretty serious stuff happened. Hans went completely insane, slaughtered a bunch of people, Scarlet among them, and yeah, lots and lots of death and tragedy. This time though, I think if I remember correctly, I mean not remember because I don't know much about this game, but I do think this is the chapter where we have the Opera House song on the Nor route. So that's going to be interesting, but first, let's just talk to people in my castle. Oh, Silas got a Surger stuff. Too bad I'm not really using him. Wheat. Oh, Charlotte's mining the sapphires. Just one sapphire. Lottery shop. Oh, Azura's on the dairy. Only one milk, though, that time. Effie?
What was that?
More milk. And strangely, that seems to be... Okay, there seems to be a conversation going on here. Mozu and Nyx. That's interesting. Yeah, don't interrupt her while she's reading ancient tomes. I actually feel bad recently about not using Nyx all that much, because that means she doesn't have an opportunity to get many supports, and I'd like to see her character... Oh, this is going to be good. Though I think this can kind of backfire sometimes. Arthur's one of the ones who can be a bit hit and miss at cooking. Well, let's do some speed nutrients this time. This is going to be good.
Justice strikes! Justice reigns!
So, I'm not entirely sure how you make those noises when making something with milk. Oh, wow. Reckless yogurt. Yeah, that's Arthur's adjective, I believe, so that's kind of normal. But I hope this isn't too bad.
No hands, stay back!
Oh, okay. Oh. So, because of the recklessness, they got speed +1 and then speed -1, so that's cancelled out. But they did get skill +2. So, yeah, sometimes the meal doesn't work as... Oh, that's annoying. Sometimes the generics get the meal. Well, at least it affected Arthur. That'll improve his hit rate a little. Oh, hey, it affected Kamui, and she's got a skill floor, so that's actually decently useful. So yeah, sometimes meals might be bad for their main stat, but give an unexpected bonus to another stat. Let's see who's in the arena.
Have no fear.
Oh, Benny! Oh. Actually, I think it's best to hold off on that, because he and Charlotte have a support, and if I do that and then go in, they'll be able to assist each other in battle there. For now, let's try the fail shop. I mean, lottery shop. Oh yeah, luck is definitely not your thing. I'm sure I've made that joke before, but yeah. And once again... Well, at least 2 cabbages is alright.
Thank you for coming.
Considering that they aren't really readily available over here. Let's actually do the private quarters now. Okay. Oh, Azura, Effie or Benny. I've already seen Azura, so she's out. Also, we can compare. Yeah, Effie has a lot more strength than Benny does. More speed, too, which is interesting. But Benny has more skill, luck, defense, and, interestingly enough, resistance, which... Yeah, that is interesting. I kind of want to see what this is like. This should hopefully be amusing.
Hey.
Well, you've only had this heart-to-heart. Anyway. Is he going to take up most of the bottom screen?
Oh, I should have brought a gift. Maybe next time.
His voice does sound a little familiar to me, but... I think he also voices someone else in this game. I kind of want to see more of Benny's character, because he does seem to be interesting. I mean, as much as Kellum was kind of interesting for his stats in battle, I felt his character was mostly wasted on being a one-note joke about never being noticed. Hopefully Benny's a bit better than that. I have noticed that, I want to save most of my discussion of this until after I've beaten the game, but from what it seems like, many of the characters in this game, well, they're less of one-note jokes than the characters in Awakening were, and I do like that. I mean, there are some characters who still are kind of, yeah, like, as much as I hate to admit it, Arthur pretty much is, and Effie, like, more exaggerated personality traits, but there are a lot of other characters who are more well-rounded. Like, Mozu really surprises me. She's quite an interesting character. And she can use the Blessed Lance, so I may as well do that. It's kind of interesting. It makes you weaker defensively, but it heals you every turn. Actually, that might not be a bad idea for Benny now that I think about it, because, I mean, he could use the healing, and it's not like a little, few less points in defense are going to really do much. And with that, I think I'm pretty much fine on that. So, whoa, okay, that's quite a lot of supports. Okay, yeah, I have unlocked Kamui and Odin's S. However, I think I'm going to hold off on that one, because I actually want both Kamuis to get their S support at the same time. My plan is for maybe the next part of both routes to actually be Kamui's Child's Paralogue, and I want to do both of those at the same time. That is basically the one paralogue that I'll be showing for both routes, but... Oh, hey, Arthur and Effie A. Arthur's not quite an S with the least, but he and Effie A might be good. Nothing's wrong with Arthur, he's amazing. Experimenting. Yeah, Arthur's pretty much up to everything. Well, yeah, I've kind of been making you do that. Oh, but rescuing cats is cool. Huh. Yeah, I get the feeling Effie is the kind of person who'd suplex boulders as well. Yeah, what he's doing now doesn't seem to be working. As it was, but might be weirder if you're S-supporting those two, which is actually probably not a bad pairing, considering I have a vague idea of what his child is maybe like, I don't know. Oh no. I told Niles to stay away from Mozu, but did he listen? No! Okay then. Wow, you just called her destroyed village a dump. Huh. That reminds me a little bit of Donald Stone that he mentions in Noe's supports. Ah. Niles. Well, at least he didn't make any innuendos. Okay, speaking of innuendos, he's probably going to be making some now. I've heard that these supports get more interesting later on. Why is she blushing? Okay, this is more the kind of thing I expected from these two. Yeah. Well, that's actually surprisingly deeply philosophical for you, Niles. Interesting. Yeah, I kind of... That is kind of how I describe Camilla's relationship with Kamui. And yeah, here is where we get backstory time. What is it with people on the north side and being abandoned by their parents? Jacob was too. So yeah, Niles was raised by thieves and criminals. Now I just realized he actually does kind of have a hood there on his cloak, which... yeah, interesting. And I guess this is why Niles kind of seems like he's such a jerk to people. He just wants them to know the pain that he feels. Yeah. He's a little weird about it, but... interesting. Yeah, I'd like to see where that goes. Okay, so Benny and Charlotte's what I want to do. Also, Laszlo and Peri got to be, despite Peri kind of getting owned, so yeah. I think this is where their supports start getting a little bit more interesting too. Well, you had a blast at a tea party and it wasn't a blood tea party. A girl who actually accepts his invitations for tea, that's rare. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so apparently Peri has a habit of killing her servants. If you look at her description in the records hall, it mentions that she is no longer allowed to have a butler. That's probably why she most likely killed her last several butlers. Yeah. I'm wondering how her supports are like with Jacob. I've heard that in her supports with Felicia, she tries to murder her, but then Felicia pretty much totally kicks her butt in response, so, yeah. Interesting. Yeah. He does kill people on the battlefield, but... Exactly, and I'm sure that's going to get even worse as we continue on this path. Just as it got bad on the Hoshidot path last chapter. Yeah. You see, this is something that I guess I like about this, that, another reason why I'm not so fond of Henry from Awakening, nobody ever said something like this to Henry. No one ever calls out Henry on this kind of thing. Suppose in wartime, you know, people try and desensitize themselves towards these sort of things. Whoa, haven't seen that picture before. Oh, and maybe she's starting to realize stuff. Yeah! I think I might end up liking these supports as they get into them. Speaking of supports, I might end up liking this one. Now, again, I hear a lot of people say that Charlotte, both gameplay and story-wise, is often considered the perfect wife for Xander. Thing is, I have no clue what Xander's child is like, so I can't tell gameplay-wise. But I think her and Benny does make sense, since they're already good friends, and Benny he knows her true nature already, which is at least a good thing. You were hoping for someone richer, weren't you? Yeah. So, yeah, he's one of the few people who already knows, that her whole hapless lady thing is just an act. And yeah, Charlotte does have reasons for acting the way she does. She has not been treated kindly by men in the past, it seems. They would be. I wonder if that makes a little more sense in Japanese when she starts speaking, if she starts like speaking in really, really polite language or something. I guess if Charlotte was more herself, she could actually learn to use her own talents. And with that, I'm so sorry for leaving you two hanging, but I'm going to have to do that because if Benny's on arena duty, now I think he might get Charlotte as an assist.
Have no fear.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, so Charlotte wants to practice with you. Let's see. As long as we're not fighting mages, this shouldn't be too bad. You know what? I'll bet my crystal. Okay, good defense, or... Well, they both hit relatively equally as hard. You know, I'll go with Benny. Oh, really? You gave us mages? I knew you'd do that. Oh, that's terrible.
Pardon me.
And Charlotte only has a 50% hit rate, too. Although, Benny's got a 100% hit rate back.
That was scary.
And this is going to be kind of amusing if they both do the victory poses at once. Both dropping their weapons! Kind of like how they both have custom victory animations like that. And it seems like that's, yeah, all we can do here. So, time to head out to the... Oh, wait a minute, we can build stuff. No, wait, we can upgrade stuff. Aha! We can upgrade our armory and staff store. We can upgrade our mess hall too. Oh, lottery shop. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to upgrade the armory and staff store first. Okay, that looks a bit more interesting. And staff store upgrade. And is it just me, or did the staff store look even more run down after upgraded than before?
I'm glad you stopped by.
Oh, hi Camilla. Let's see. What are you selling? So what can we get now? We can buy physics staff. Okay, that's useful. Oh, recover, except huge amount. It's not all HP, and it only has 5 uses now. We can buy freeze, but only 1. Or enfeeble. Aha! We can buy the reverse warp. I mean, not the reverse rescue staff. Interesting. It's pretty expensive though. We can buy elixirs too. Only 1 elixir though, and it only has 1 use. We can also buy an infinite number of tonics, and we can buy. Why can't I buy partner seals or friendship seals? Oh, I guess you just can't use them yet. I kind of want to save my gold for when I start needing to buy master seals, but that physics staff is tempting.
Leaving already.
So I get the feeling we'll be finding some of those in chests later. Let's check out what's new at the Dusk Armory.
Thank you for coming in.
Oh, hi there, Laszlo. Let's see what you're selling. Bronze, iron, steel. Okay, we can buy an armor slayer. Oh, worm slayer, killing edge. Our 11 sword, but yeah, 11 swords can't critical or trigger offensive skills anymore. Looks like they can still double though. I reckon somebody could use a killing edge. And that silver sword looks kind of interesting as well. Also, let's see, we've got, we can buy javelin, spear, but yeah, they're locked to 2 range now. Beast killer, that is... Okay, granted that'll only come into effect if we're fighting Nor, and at this point in the story, we seem to be fighting Hoshido a lot more, so maybe we'll leave that out for a moment. Let's see. Actually, I know just what we're getting Arthur. Do you sell killer axes? Yes, you do. It's a little expensive, but I'm sure Arthur could really use that. Might trade some of his other axes to Charlotte. There is a sale on killing edges. In fact, are there any better bows here? Yes, there are. Mini bow. Oh, that's interesting. It's 1 range, but it's only 1 range. That's really interesting. It gives bow users a melee attack option. I like that. That's, yeah, really, really cool. A killer bow would be kind of useful too, but I like that 1 range bow. Minus 10 avoid is not good though. Shining bow, magical weapon. Okay then. And as for magic, we can now buy Ragnarok, which does give you penalties after using it. Lightning. So, it's a brave weapon, but it only has 1 might and gives you a stat penalty every time you attack with it. And Mjolnir is essentially a killer weapon. Interesting, I'll have to think about those. I wonder if lightning is actually lightning, or if it's like the light spell from the Game Boy games. I'm tempted by that mini bow, but I may want to save gold. Plus, Niles doesn't really like using melee attacks anyway, so yeah. So anyway, now I think we should head out to the next chapter.
Oh?
Let's go! And yep, we're at the Opera House now. Yeah, after the brutality in Chev, we're filled with doubt, but the Hoshidan army appears in Nestra, but quite a bit later after they did in the Hoshidor story. I wonder how things are going to go here. I'm pretty sure Garen will still end up groaning in increasing discomfort, but I've heard very good things about Azura's song on the Nor version, so I'm really looking forward to hearing that. I think it's Cyrkensia.
Hey. Yes.
Okay, so Garen's here now, just like he was in the other route. Well, it is the only town we visit in Nestra.
Huh?
He's got a 1 to 3 range axe that has massive stats and dragon skin. I think he's fine. Sad as that is. Yeah, well, tell that to what happened last time we were here, in another universe.
Stay on your toes.
You were... Oh, hi there, Leo. I wonder if you're going to join in this chapter.
Leo!
Yeah, long time no see.
Yes.
So you're guarding Garen this time. Oh, hey, you'll be joining us. Great, I had a feeling that you'd be joining around now.
Thank you.
Lord Leo.
Oh, hey, Leo's retainers finally get to meet him. Yeah, he likes to put people through awful trials. Though Niles, being a sadist, you probably enjoyed the fact that he went through horrible trials.
Okay. As you wish.
Huh?
Ah.
Incredible singers and dancers. I wonder who'll be right at home here. Yeah, because if they don't put on a big performance for him, they all get messily executed. And I'm sure we'll end up getting attacked because this is Fire Emblem.
Yes.
Hope to see you soon, Leo. Though I really hope a certain someone joins soon. Yeah. I still get the feeling that Hans may be lying. I really don't trust that guy. Yeah, if Garen did give that order, though, something's wrong here. Yeah, definitely pretty incredible, and I think it's gonna get even better.
Sister.
Oh.
It's so weird seeing Leo being nice now, considering that, on the Hoshidor route, Leo turns into a massive jerk. And, of course, the mood immediately went downhill the moment he arrived. Uh-oh. Hi there! At the very least, you're going to groan in increasing discomfort soon, which makes me happy. Yeah. Yep. That was all Hans, that wasn't us.
Well done.
Huh?
Yeah, Garen is definitely not a villain. Garen, don't make assumptions yet. What kind of reports have you been hearing, Garen?
No.
Of course Iago interrupts us.
Let me explain.
Yes, I'm not going to let you talk to Garen about how you're actually not evil, because that goes against my evil plans. But I'm still definitely not a villain. Yep, something really bad happened.
Right.
But we'll have to discuss that later.
Understood. Well,
Yeah, maybe it's because she's performing in the show. Oh, I think she has the best seat in the house.